Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us this evening for devotions. I'd like to share kind of a combination from the one-year book of hymns devotional and the Reflections for Ragamuffins, which is by Brennan Manning. They kind of went together today, and so just want to share them. Um, the hymn for July 25th is Jesus, the Very Thought of Thee. Jesus, the very thought of thee with sweetness fills my breast, but sweeter far thy face to see, and in thy presence rest. Nor voice can sing, nor heart can frame, nor can the memory find a sweeter sound than thy blessed name, O Savior of mankind. O hope of every contrite heart, O joy of all the meek, to those who fall, how kind thou art, how good to those who seek. But what to those who find? Ah, this, nor tongue nor pen can show the love of Jesus, what it is, none but his loved ones know. Jesus, our only joy be thou, as thou our prize will be. Jesus, be thou our glory now and through eternity. Attributed to Bernard of Clairvaux, who lived in 1091, or from 1091 to 1153. So this is an ancient poem turned into a hymn. And the devotional for today reads, knowing God is a matter of the heart. This truth dominated the life of Bernard of Clairvaux. At a very early age, Bernard was drawn to spiritual things, largely influenced by the piety of his mother. At 22, he entered a monastery at Cîteaux, and 3 years later, he founded a monastery at Clairvaux, serving as its spiritual leader until he died in 1153. And in spite of his many pressing responsibilities and frequent travel, he never lost sight of what he prized most, the love of Jesus. God's love was Bernard's lifeblood, pulsing through everything he said and did. His knowledge of God was deeply personal, a mystical love affair that not only gave meaning to his life on earth, but formed his vision of heaven. As Bernard said, God is himself the reward of those who love him, the eternal reward of those who love him for eternity. The whole idea being that what God has come to give us is not just what we want or what we can envision or think after, but God has come to give us his very self, that we might come to know him. And in so knowing him, find what we were made for. A blessing that, as Bernard of Clairvaux said, tongue can't tell, pen can't show. But in that relationship, as we open our lives to it, those who experience his love, who are open to his love, and who love him in return, can know something from the inside that we just can't describe to the outside. But it also ties into the way that Jesus feels for us. And so I want to share this piece from Brennan Manning that kind of talks about not just our seeking after God, but points to the love of God who seeks after us and says remarkable things to us. Things like this: there is no greater love than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends. I call you my friends. Abide in my love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be filled. Peace is my gift to you. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust in me. I'm going now to prepare a place for you, and after I've gone and prepared you a place, I'll return to take you with me, so that where I am, you may be there too. Here I'm thinking of a deaf man named Charlie, who at the moment of his death said, for the first time, I hear someone coming. And Jesus says, you didn't choose me. No, I chose you. These are phenomenal statements, Brennan Manning writes. What deity of any great world religion has ever spoken with such breathtaking tenderness, incredible familiarity, indomitable confidence, and spellbinding power? John 15:16 reads, you did not choose me, but I chose you to go and bear fruit. And it really does point to the remarkable nature of the gospel and who the Bible is claiming that God is, as we see revealed in Jesus Christ. A God who can speak to us with that kind of tenderness. A God whose desire is for us to return home, to be whole, to be reconciled, to be and to become all that we were created to. Not an abstract set of rules, not a philosophy to follow, an invitation to a personal relationship, a relationship whose reward is none other than to know God and to understand that we are fully known, fully loved. Wherever you are in the journey today, may that be a thought that draws us deeper into that relationship with God through Jesus Christ. God bless you wherever you are.